Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's presentation, 3 hypothetical examples of AI system implementation at a small nonprofit. I'm Inga Alberta, an AI-generated avatar with extensive experience helping nonprofits like yours leverage artificial intelligence to amplify their impact. Over the next 60 minutes, we'll explore 3 detailed hypothetical examples of how a small nonprofit, just like the ones many of you work with, can implement AI systems to improve efficiency, expand reach, and secure more funding. These examples are designed to be practical, actionable, and tailored to organizations with limited resources but big ambitions. Before we dive in, let me introduce you to HopeWorks Community Initiative, our hypothetical nonprofit. This organization will serve as the foundation for our discussion today, and by the end of this presentation, you'll see how AI can transform their operations, and how similar strategies might work for your organization too. Let's meet HopeWorks Community Initiative, a small but mighty nonprofit based in a mid-sized city. Their mission is to provide education, job training, and support services to underserved families in their community. With just 5 full-time employees and an annual budget of $300,000, HopeWorks is a great example of how small nonprofits can punch above their weight if they use the right tools. HopeWorks relies heavily on 2 primary grants, which make up 70% of their funding. Another 20% comes from individual contributions, and the remaining 10% is from local business sponsorships. Their programs include after-school tutoring for children, job readiness workshops for adults, and food and clothing assistance for families in need. Like many small nonprofits, HopeWorks faces a common set of challenges: limited staff, tight budgets, and the constant pressure to do more with less. They want to expand their reach, secure more funding from contributions, and improve their operational efficiency. Sound familiar? That's where AI comes in. Over the next 3 examples, we'll explore how HopeWorks can use AI to transform their operations and achieve their goals. Despite their best efforts, HopeWorks faces several challenges that are all too common in the nonprofit sector. With just 5 employees, everyone wears multiple hats, and there's little time to focus on strategic growth. Their $300,000 budget is tight, and with 70% of their funding coming from just 2 grants, they're vulnerable to shifts in grant priorities or funding cuts. Their processes are also highly manual. Think spreadsheets for donor management, paper forms for volunteer signups, and hours spent on grant reporting. But HopeWorks has big goals. They want to increase individual contributions from 20 to 40% of their funding, expand their reach to new communities, and improve efficiency by automating repetitive tasks. They also want to enhance their impact by using data to measure and communicate their success more effectively. These goals aren't just aspirational, they're achievable with the right AI tools. In the next section, we'll explore why AI is the perfect solution for HopeWorks and how it can help them overcome these challenges. So, why AI? For a small nonprofit like HopeWorks, AI isn't just a buzzword, it's a game changer. Here's why. First, AI is cost-effective. Many AI tools are designed to be scalable and affordable, even for nonprofits with limited budgets. There's no need to hire a team of data scientists or invest in expensive infrastructure. Many tools offer nonprofit discounts or even free tiers, making them accessible to organizations like HopeWorks. Second, AI saves time. By automating repetitive tasks like data entry, donor communications, and grant reporting, staff can focus on what really matters, serving their community. Imagine reclaiming hours each week that can be redirected towards strategic growth or program development. Third, AI is data-driven. Nonprofits thrive on data, but analyzing it manually can be overwhelming. AI tools can help HopeWorks analyze donor behavior, predict trends, and measure program impact with precision. This data can then be used to make informed decisions and communicate success to funders. Fourth, AI enables personalization. Whether it's tailoring donor communications or customizing program offerings for beneficiaries, AI can help HopeWorks create meaningful connections at scale. Personalized outreach leads to higher engagement and stronger relationships with donors and volunteers. Finally, AI is scalable. With AI, HopeWorks can expand their reach without proportionally increasing their staff or budget. Whether it's engaging new donors, managing volunteers, or analyzing program data, AI tools can grow with the organization. The best part? AI tools are within reach. There's no need for in-house AI experts. Many tools are user-friendly and designed for non-technical users. Implementation can also be phased, allowing HopeWorks to start small and scale up as they become more comfortable with the technology. Now that we've established why AI is the right fit for HopeWorks, let's dive into our first example, using AI to boost donor engagement and fundraising. For small nonprofits like HopeWorks, individual contributions are a critical source of funding, but they're also one of the hardest to grow. Currently, only 20% of HopeWorks funding comes from individual donations, and with limited staff time, it's challenging to engage donors in a meaningful way. Generic emails and mass communications often fall flat, and identifying which donors have the highest potential for increased giving is like finding a needle in a haystack. This is where AI-powered donor engagement comes in. AI can analyze donor data to predict behavior, personalize communication, and automate outreach, all while saving time and improving results. Imagine being able to send the right message to the right donor at the right time, without lifting a finger. AI makes this possible. In this section, we'll explore how HopeWorks can implement an AI-driven donor engagement strategy. We'll cover the tools they can use, the steps to get started, and the expected outcomes. By the end, you'll see how AI can transform donor engagement from a guessing game into a data-driven, high-impact strategy. To implement an AI-driven donor engagement strategy, HopeWorks needs the right tools. Two of the most effective platforms for small nonprofits are Salesforce Nonprofit Cloud with Einstein AI and DonorPerfect with AI Analytics. Both tools are designed to be user-friendly, scalable, and affordable, even for organizations with limited resources. Let's take a closer look at what these tools offer. First, Salesforce Nonprofit Cloud with Einstein AI is a powerhouse for donor engagement. It uses predictive analytics to identify which donors are most likely to give, and it automates segmentation so you can group donors by behavior, interests, or giving history. It also integrates seamlessly with email and social media, allowing HopeWorks to personalize communication at scale. For example, Einstein AI can analyze a donor's past interactions and suggest the best time to send an email or the most effective message to use. Second, DonorPerfect plus AI Analytics is another excellent option. It offers donor scoring, which assigns a value to each donor based on their likelihood to give. This helps HopeWorks prioritize their outreach efforts and focus on high-potential donors. DonorPerfect also includes automated workflows for outreach, so you can set up personalized email campaigns that trigger based on donor behavior. For example, if a donor clicks on a link in an email but doesn't donate, the system can automatically send a follow-up message with a different appeal. Both tools provide real-time reporting, so HopeWorks can track engagement, measure ROI, and adjust their strategy as needed. The best part? Neither tool requires a team of data scientists to use. They're designed for non-technical users, making them perfect for small nonprofits like HopeWorks. Now that we've identified the tools, let's walk through the implementation steps, starting with data collection and integration. The first step in implementing an AI-powered donor engagement strategy is data collection and integration. Without clean, organized data, even the most advanced AI tools won't be effective. Here's how HopeWorks can get started. First, gather donor data. This includes everything from spreadsheets and CRM records to paper files and communication logs. The goal is to collect as much relevant data as possible, including donation history, engagement metrics, and any notes about donor preferences or interactions. For example, if a donor attended an event or volunteered in the past, that information should be included in their profile. Next, clean and organize the data. This step is critical. Garbage in, garbage out, as they say. HopeWorks needs to remove duplicates, correct errors, and standardize formats. For example, dates should be consistent, names should be spelled correctly, and addresses should be formatted uniformly. Tools like OpenRefine or even Excel can help with this process. While it might seem tedious, cleaning the data now will save time and headaches later. Finally, integrate the data into the AI platform. Once the data is clean, it's time to import it into Salesforce Nonprofit Cloud or DonorPerfect. Both platforms make it easy to upload data and set up automated syncs with other systems like email, social media, and the nonprofit's website. This ensures that all donor interactions are tracked in real time, and the AI has the most up-to-date information to work with. With the data collected, cleaned, and integrated, HopeWorks is ready for the next step, training the AI model to predict donor behavior. With the data integrated into the AI platform, the next step is training the AI model. This is where the magic happens, where raw data is transformed into actionable insights. Here's how HopeWorks can do it. First, define key metrics. The AI model needs to understand what to look for, so HopeWorks should define metrics like donor likelihood, the probability that a donor will give again. Engagement score, how often a donor interacts with the nonprofit. For example, opens emails, attends events, volunteers. Giving potential, an estimate of a donor's capacity to give based on their past donations and financial profile. Once the metrics are defined, it's time to train the model. The AI will analyze historical donor data to identify patterns. For example, it might discover that donors who attend events are 50% more likely to give again, or that donors who give monthly are more engaged than those who give annually. The model can also adjust weights for factors like donation frequency, recency, and amount. For instance, a donor who gave $100 last month might be prioritized over a donor who gave $50 a year ago. After the initial training, it's important to test the model. HopeWorks can use a subset of their data to see how accurate the predictions are. For example, if the model predicts that 10 donors are likely to give again, HopeWorks can check how many of those donors actually do. If the predictions are off, the model can be refined. Finally, refine the model over time. The AI will continue to learn as new data comes in, but it's also important to incorporate feedback from staff and donors. For example, if a donor responds positively to a personalized email, that interaction can be used to improve future predictions. The model should be updated continuously to ensure it remains accurate and effective. With the AI model trained and refined, HopeWorks is ready to put it into action, starting with personalized outreach. Now that the AI model is trained, it's time to put it into action with personalized outreach. Generic emails and mass communications rarely resonate with donors, but personalized messages can significantly boost engagement and donations. Here's how HopeWorks can use AI to create tailored outreach campaigns. First, segment donors into groups based on their behavior, interests, and giving history. For example, first-time donors might receive a welcome email with information about the nonprofit's mission and impact. Recurring donors could get updates on how their donations are being used, along with opportunities to increase their giving. Lapsed donors might receive a personalized message asking why they stopped giving and offering incentives to re-engage. Event attendees could get follow-up emails thanking them for their participation and inviting them to donate or volunteer again. Next, create personalized content using AI. Tools like Salesforce Nonprofit Cloud or MailChimp can generate tailored email subject lines and body copy based on donor data. For example, the AI might suggest a subject line like, "Your $100 donation made a difference, name." Or, "We missed you at our last event. Here's what you missed." The body of the email can also include donor-specific details, such as past donations, event attendance, or volunteer history. This level of personalization makes donors feel valued and increases the likelihood of engagement. Finally, automate outreach to save time and ensure consistency. AI tools can schedule emails based on donor behavior. For example, sending a thank you email immediately after a donation, or a follow-up message if a donor clicks a link but doesn't donate. Automation ensures that no donor falls through the cracks and that communications are timely and relevant. Personalized outreach isn't just about increasing donations. It's about building relationships. When donors feel seen and appreciated, they're more likely to stay engaged and support the nonprofit's mission long-term. So what can HopeWorks expect to achieve with an AI-powered donor engagement strategy? Let's break down the expected outcomes and ROI. First, increase donations. By personalizing outreach and targeting high-potential donors, HopeWorks can expect a 30 to 50% increase in individual contributions within the first 12 months. Personalized communication also leads to higher donor retention rates, as donors feel more connected to the nonprofit's mission. For example, a donor who receives a thank you email referencing their specific contribution is more likely to give again than one who receives a generic message. Second, improved efficiency. AI automation can save HopeWorks 10 to 15 hours per week on donor outreach and reporting. Tasks that once took hours, like segmenting donors, drafting emails, and tracking engagement, can now be done in minutes. This frees up staff time to focus on strategic initiatives like program development or grant writing. Automation also reduces manual errors, ensuring that donor data is accurate and up to date. Third, enhanced donor engagement. AI-driven personalization can lead to a 40 to 60% increase in email open rates and click-through rates. When donors receive messages that resonate with them, they're more likely to engage with the content and take action. For example, a donor who receives an email about a program they're passionate about is more likely to click a link, attend an event, or make a donation. Over time, this builds stronger relationships and increases donor loyalty. Finally, data-driven decision-making. With real-time insights into donor behavior and campaign performance, HopeWorks can make informed decisions about where to focus their efforts. For example, if the AI predicts that a particular segment of donors is more likely to give during a specific time of year, HopeWorks can tailor their outreach accordingly. This ensures that resources are used effectively and that every campaign has the highest possible impact. In short, AI-powered donor engagement isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. It allows small nonprofits like HopeWorks to compete with larger organizations, maximize their impact, and build lasting relationships with their donors. Let's shift gears and talk about another critical area where AI can make a difference: administrative tasks. For small nonprofits like HopeWorks, administrative work can feel like a never-ending cycle of paperwork, spreadsheets, and manual processes. With just 5 employees, everyone is stretched thin, and there's little time left for strategic planning or growth. Some of the biggest administrative challenges at HopeWorks include time-consuming tasks, manual data entry for donor records, grant reporting, and volunteer scheduling. For example, tracking donations in spreadsheets or sending individual thank you emails to donors can take hours each week. Inefficient processes, paper-based systems for tracking donations and expenses, and a lack of integration between tools. This leads to duplicated efforts, errors, and wasted time. Limited staff capacity. With everyone juggling multiple roles, there's little time to focus on big picture goals like expanding reach or securing new funding. This is where AI-powered automation comes in. By automating repetitive tasks, HopeWorks can free up staff time, reduce errors, and streamline workflows. In the next section, we'll explore how AI can transform administrative work, starting with a look at the tools that can make it happen. To tackle administrative challenges, HopeWorks can leverage AI-powered automation tools like Zapier, Microsoft Power Automate, and Airtable. These tools are designed to be user-friendly, affordable, and scalable, perfect for small nonprofits with limited resources. Let's take a closer look at what these tools offer. First, Zapier is a no-code automation platform that connects apps and automates workflows. For example, HopeWorks can set up a Zap that automatically adds new donors to a spreadsheet and sends them a thank you email. Zapier integrates with over 3,000 apps, including Gmail, Google Sheets, and MailChimp, making it easy to automate tasks across multiple systems. The best part? No coding is required. Anyone on the team can set up a workflow in minutes. Second, Microsoft Power Automate is another excellent option, especially if HopeWorks already uses Office 365. Power Automate integrates seamlessly with tools like Outlook, Excel, and SharePoint, allowing HopeWorks to automate tasks like grant reporting, volunteer scheduling, and donor communications. For example, they can create a workflow that automatically generates a grant report in Word based on data from Excel, saving hours of manual work. Third, Airtable combines the functionality of a spreadsheet with the power of a database. It's perfect for tracking donations, volunteers, and program data in one place. Airtable also offers automation features, such as sending reminders to volunteers or updating donor records in real time. Its intuitive interface makes it easy for non-technical users to get started. All of these tools share a few key features. No-code automation. Set up workflows without needing technical expertise. Integration. Connect tools like email, spreadsheets, and CRM systems to create seamless workflows. Customization. Tailor workflows to fit the nonprofit's specific needs. Real-time updates. Ensure data is always up to date and accurate. With these tools, HopeWorks can automate repetitive tasks, reduce errors, and free up staff time for more strategic work. In the next section, we'll dive into the implementation steps, starting with identifying repetitive tasks that can be automated. The first step in automating administrative tasks is identifying which tasks are repetitive and time-consuming. For HopeWorks, this starts with a task audit, a simple but powerful exercise to list all the administrative tasks performed weekly. This could include everything from data entry and grant reporting to volunteer scheduling and donor thank you emails. Once the tasks are listed, the next step is to categorize them. Tasks can be divided into two groups. Repetitive tasks. These are tasks that are performed frequently, follow a predictable pattern, and can often be automated. Examples include data entry, sending thank you emails, or updating spreadsheets. Strategic tasks. These are tasks that require human judgment, creativity, or decision-making. Examples include grant writing, program planning, or donor relationship building. The goal is to prioritize repetitive tasks for automation, especially those that consume the most time, are prone to human error, have clear, repeatable steps. For example, if HopeWorks spends 10 hours a week on data entry, that's a prime candidate for automation. Similarly, if volunteer scheduling is a constant source of confusion and errors, automating it could save time and reduce frustration. By focusing on these tasks first, HopeWorks can free up valuable staff time and redirect it toward more strategic initiatives. In the next slide, we'll dive into one of the most time-consuming tasks for nonprofits, grant reporting, and how AI can automate it. One of the most time-consuming administrative tasks for nonprofits like HopeWorks is grant reporting. Grant reports often require pulling data from multiple sources, formatting it into a specific template, and ensuring accuracy, all of which can take hours or even days. But with AI-powered automation, this process can be streamlined and completed in minutes. Here's how HopeWorks can set up automation for grant reporting using Microsoft Power Automate or Zapier. 1. Extract data. Start by pulling the necessary data from Excel or another data source. This could include program outcomes, expenses, participant numbers, or any other metrics required by the grant. 2. Generate report. Use Power Automate to populate a Word template with the extracted data. For example, if the grant report requires a section on program outcomes, the automation tool can pull the relevant data from Excel and insert it into the correct section of the Word document. 3. Review and edit. While automation can handle most of the work, it's still important for a staff member to review the report for accuracy and make any necessary edits. This ensures that the final report is polished and professional. 4. Send report. Once the report is finalized, Power Automate can automatically email it to the grant manager or funder. This eliminates the need for manual sending and ensures that deadlines are never missed. The benefits of automating grant reporting are clear. Time savings. HopeWorks can save 5 to 10 hours per month on grant reporting alone. Reduced errors. Automation ensures that data is consistent and accurate. Freed up staff time. With less time spent on manual tasks, staff can focus on strategic initiatives like program development or fundraising. Automating grant reporting is just one example of how AI can transform administrative workflows. Next, we'll explore another time-consuming task, volunteer scheduling, and how AI can make it a breeze. Another administrative task that can eat up valuable time is volunteer scheduling. Coordinating shifts, sending reminders, and managing last-minute changes can be a logistical nightmare, especially for small nonprofits with limited staff. But with AI-powered volunteer management tools, HopeWorks can automate this process and make it seamless for both staff and volunteers. Here's how HopeWorks can set up automated volunteer scheduling using tools like Volgistics or Better Impact. 1. Create volunteer profiles. Start by inputting volunteer information into the platform. This includes names, skills, availability, and any preferences they have for shifts. For example, if a volunteer is only available on weekends, the system will automatically assign them to weekend shifts. 2. Set up shifts. Define the shifts needed for each program or event. The platform can then assign volunteers based on their skills and availability. For example, if a volunteer has experience in tutoring, they can be assigned to after-school program shifts. 3. Automate reminders. Use the platform to send automated email or SMS reminders to volunteers before their shifts. This reduces no-shows and ensures that volunteers are prepared and on time. 4. Enable self-scheduling. Allow volunteers to sign up for shifts via a web portal. This gives them the flexibility to choose shifts that fit their schedule, which can improve satisfaction and retention. For example, a volunteer can log into the portal and sign up for a shift that works best for them, without needing to coordinate with staff. The benefits of automating volunteer scheduling are significant. Time savings. HopeWorks can save 5 to 8 hours per month on scheduling and coordination. Reduced no-shows. Automated reminders ensure that volunteers show up for their shifts. Improved volunteer satisfaction. Self-scheduling gives volunteers more control over their time, which can lead to higher retention rates. Automating volunteer scheduling is a win-win for both staff and volunteers. It frees up time for staff to focus on other tasks and makes the volunteer experience more enjoyable and flexible. In the next slide, we'll wrap up this section by discussing the expected outcomes and ROI of automating administrative tasks. Automating administrative tasks isn't just about saving time. It's about transforming how nonprofits like HopeWorks operate. Let's take a look at the expected outcomes and ROI of implementing AI-powered automation. First, time savings. By automating tasks like grant reporting and volunteer scheduling, HopeWorks can save 15 to 20 hours per month. That's nearly a full work week freed up for staff to focus on strategic initiatives like fundraising, program development, or community outreach. Imagine what your team could accomplish with an extra week each month. Second, error reduction. Manual processes are prone to human error, whether it's a typo in a grant report or a scheduling conflict for volunteers. Automation can reduce these errors by 50% or more, ensuring that data is accurate and consistent. This not only saves time, but also improves the nonprofit's credibility with funders and donors. Third, cost savings. Automating administrative tasks can save HopeWorks $1,500 to $2,000 annually on labor and operational costs. For example, with less time spent on manual data entry, there's less need for temporary staff or overtime. These savings can be redirected toward programs or other mission-critical initiatives. Finally, improved staff satisfaction. Repetitive tasks can be demoralizing and draining for employees. By automating these tasks, staff can focus on meaningful, mission-driven work, whether it's building relationships with donors, developing new programs, or advocating for their cause. This not only boosts morale, but also improves retention rates. In short, AI-powered automation is a game changer for small nonprofits. It saves time, reduces errors, cuts costs, and improves staff satisfaction, all of which contribute to a more efficient and effective organization. In the next section, we'll explore our third and final example, using AI to expand reach with chatbots and social media. For small nonprofits like HopeWorks, outreach is a constant challenge. With just 5 employees, it's difficult to keep up with social media, email, event planning, and donor communications. Staff often feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of messages, posts, and inquiries, many of which are repetitive or time-consuming to address. As a result, engagement suffers, and the nonprofit struggles to expand its reach to new audiences. Some of the biggest outreach challenges at HopeWorks include limited staff time. With so many tasks to juggle, social media and donor communications often take a backseat to more urgent priorities. Low engagement. Social media posts reach a small audience, and interactions with potential donors and volunteers are minimal. Inefficient communication. Responding to frequently asked questions or inquiries manually can take hours each week, delaying responses and frustrating supporters. Difficulty expanding reach. Without a dedicated marketing team, it's challenging to attract new audiences and grow the nonprofit's impact. But there's a solution: AI-powered outreach tools. By leveraging AI chatbots and social media tools, HopeWorks can automate responses, optimize content, and expand their reach, all without increasing staff workload. In the next few slides, we'll explore how AI can transform outreach at HopeWorks, starting with AI chatbots. To overcome outreach challenges, HopeWorks can leverage AI-powered chatbots and social media tools. These tools are designed to be user-friendly, affordable, and scalable, perfect for small nonprofits with limited resources. Let's start with chatbots. Tools like ChatFuel or ManyChat allow HopeWorks to automate responses to frequently asked questions. For example, if a donor messages the nonprofit on Facebook asking how to donate, the chatbot can instantly provide a link to the donation page. If a volunteer wants to know about upcoming events, the chatbot can share a calendar or registration link. Chatbots can also personalize interactions, like addressing users by name or referencing their past interactions with the nonprofit. Chatbots integrate seamlessly with platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and the nonprofit's website, ensuring that inquiries are addressed 24/7, even outside business hours. This not only improves response times, but also frees up staff to focus on more complex tasks. Next, let's talk about social media tools. Platforms like Hootsuite Insights or Buffer allow HopeWorks to schedule posts in advance, ensuring consistent engagement without requiring daily manual effort. These tools also use AI to analyze performance and suggest optimal posting times. For example, if the AI detects that posts perform best on weekday afternoons, it can automatically schedule future posts for that time. For creating eye-catching graphics, Canva with AI is a game changer. Canva's AI can generate design suggestions based on the content of the post, making it easy to create professional-looking graphics, even for non-designers. For example, if HopeWorks is promoting an upcoming event, Canva can suggest a template and color scheme that aligns with the nonprofit's branding. The key features of these tools include 24/7 availability. Chatbots respond to inquiries instantly, ensuring that no message goes unanswered. Personalization. AI tailors responses to each user's needs, making interactions feel more human. Scalability. These tools grow with the nonprofit's outreach efforts, allowing HopeWorks to expand their reach without increasing staff workload. With these tools in place, HopeWorks can transform their outreach efforts, starting with the design and implementation of their AI chatbot. Designing an AI chatbot for HopeWorks starts with defining its purpose. What do you want the chatbot to do? For a nonprofit, common use cases include answering FAQs, questions like, how do I donate? Or when is your next event? Event registration, allowing users to sign up for events directly through the chatbot. Donation inquiries, providing links to donation pages or answering questions about how donations are used. Volunteer signups, collecting volunteer information and availability. Once the use cases are defined, the next step is to create conversation flows. This involves mapping out the paths the chatbot will take based on user inputs. For example, if a user asks, "How can I donate?" the chatbot might respond with a link to the donation page or a button for "Donate Now." If the user asks about events, the chatbot could share a calendar or registration link. To make the chatbot feel more human, HopeWorks can use branching logic to personalize responses. For example, the chatbot could ask, "Are you a new or returning donor?" and tailor its response accordingly. Quick replies like buttons for Donate Now or Learn More can also make interactions faster and more intuitive. Customizing the chatbot's tone is equally important. A friendly conversational tone like, "Thanks for your support, name," can make interactions feel more personal and engaging. Once the chatbot is designed, it's time to test and refine it. HopeWorks can test the chatbot with staff and volunteers, gathering feedback to improve responses and ensure a smooth user experience. With the chatbot designed and tested, the next step is to integrate it with social media and the nonprofit's website, which we'll cover in the next slide. Once the chatbot is designed, the next step is to integrate it with social media and the nonprofit's website. This ensures that users can interact with the chatbot wherever they are, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, or the HopeWorks website. First, connect the chatbot to platforms like Facebook Messenger and Instagram Direct. This allows users to ask questions or sign up for events directly through these platforms. For example, if a donor messages HopeWorks on Facebook asking about volunteer opportunities, the chatbot can instantly provide a link to the volunteer sign-up page. The chatbot can also be embedded on the nonprofit's website as a widget, making it easy for visitors to get answers without leaving the site. Next, automate social media posts using tools like Hootsuite or Buffer. These platforms allow HopeWorks to schedule posts in advance, ensuring a consistent presence on social media without requiring daily manual effort. For example, HopeWorks can schedule 3 to 5 posts per week, sharing a mix of content like success stories, event promotions, and donor spotlights. This keeps the nonprofit top of mind for followers and attracts new audiences. To maximize engagement, HopeWorks can use AI for optimization. Tools like Hootsuite Insights analyze performance data to identify the best times to post, ensuring that content reaches the largest possible audience. AI can also generate captions or hashtags to boost engagement. For example, if HopeWorks is promoting an event, the AI might suggest a caption like, "Join us for our next workshop. Spaces are limited," along with relevant hashtags like #CommunityImpact or #NonprofitLife. The benefits of integrating AI with social media are clear. 24/7 engagement. The chatbot responds instantly to inquiries, even outside business hours. Consistent presence. Scheduled posts keep the nonprofit visible and engaged with its audience. Expanded reach. AI tools help attract new audiences and grow the nonprofit's impact. With the chatbot integrated and social media automated, HopeWorks is well on its way to expanding its reach and engagement, all while saving time and resources. In the next slide, we'll explore the expected outcomes and ROI of these AI-powered outreach strategies. By implementing AI-powered outreach strategies, HopeWorks can achieve transformative results in engagement, reach, and donor conversion. Let's break down the expected outcomes and ROI of these efforts. First, increased engagement. AI-driven tools like chatbots and social media automation can boost interactions on social media by 50 to 70%. For example, personalized responses from the chatbot can encourage users to engage more frequently, while scheduled posts ensure consistent visibility. Email campaigns can also see higher open rates and click-through rates, as AI helps tailor content to each recipient's interests. Second, expanded reach. AI tools can help HopeWorks grow its social media following by 30 to 50%, attracting new audiences who may not have discovered the nonprofit otherwise. The chatbot can also drive traffic to the nonprofit's website, increasing visibility and engagement. For example, if a user interacts with the chatbot on Facebook and clicks a link to the website, they're more likely to explore the nonprofit's programs and donate. Third, improved donor conversion. AI-driven outreach can increase donations by 20 to 30%, as personalized interactions and targeted campaigns resonate more deeply with supporters. For example, a donor who receives a tailored thank you message from the chatbot is more likely to give again than one who receives a generic email. AI can also help identify high-potential donors and nurture them through personalized communication. Finally, time and cost savings. Automating social media management and chatbot responses can save HopeWorks 10 to 15 hours per month, freeing up staff to focus on strategic initiatives. The reduced need for manual responses also cuts down on operational costs, allowing the nonprofit to allocate resources more effectively. In short, AI-powered outreach isn't just about saving time, it's about amplifying impact. By leveraging these tools, HopeWorks can engage more supporters, expand its reach, and secure more funding, all while operating more efficiently. In the next slide, we'll recap the 3 AI implementations we've explored today and their potential to transform small nonprofits. Over the past hour, we've explored 3 powerful AI implementations for HopeWorks Community Initiative. Let's recap how each of these solutions can transform their operations and amplify their impact. First, AI for donor engagement and fundraising. By using tools like Salesforce Nonprofit Cloud and DonorPerfect, HopeWorks can analyze donor behavior, personalize outreach, and automate communications. The result? A 30 to 50% increase in individual contributions and higher donor retention rates through tailored engagement. Second, AI for administrative automation. Tools like Zapier, Microsoft Power Automate, and Airtable can automate repetitive tasks like grant reporting, volunteer scheduling, and data entry. This saves HopeWorks 15 to 20 hours per month, reduces errors by 50%, and frees up staff to focus on strategic initiatives. Third, AI for outreach expansion. By leveraging chatbots like Chatfuel and social media tools like Hootsuite, HopeWorks can automate responses, optimize content, and expand their reach. The result? A 50 to 70% increase in social media engagement, 30 to 50% growth in followers, and higher donor conversion rates. What makes AI so powerful for small nonprofits like HopeWorks? Affordability. Many AI tools offer nonprofit discounts or free tiers. Scalability. Tools can grow with the organization's needs. Ease of use. No in-house AI experts are required. Most tools are designed for non-technical users. Phased implementation. Nonprofits can start small and scale up as they become more comfortable with AI. These three examples demonstrate how AI can help small nonprofits do more with less, whether it's securing more funding, improving efficiency, or expanding reach. In the next slide, we'll share some key takeaways to help you apply these strategies to your own organization. As we wrap up today's presentation, let's reflect on the key takeaways that can help small nonprofits like yours leverage AI effectively. First, start small, think big. You don't need to overhaul your entire operation to see the benefits of AI. Instead, identify one or two high-impact areas, like donor outreach or grant reporting, and automate those first. As you become more comfortable with AI tools, you can scale up and explore additional use cases. Second, leverage affordable tools. Many AI tools offer nonprofit discounts or free tiers, making them accessible even for organizations with limited budgets. There's no need for expensive infrastructure or in-house AI experts. Most tools are designed to be user-friendly and intuitive. Third, focus on data. Clean, organized data is the foundation of effective AI implementation. Whether you're analyzing donor behavior or automating grant reporting, having accurate data ensures that your AI tools work effectively. Use AI to analyze your data and make informed decisions about where to focus your efforts. Fourth, personalize engagement. AI can help you tailor communication to donors, volunteers, and beneficiaries, making interactions more meaningful and impactful. Personalized outreach leads to higher engagement, stronger relationships, and increased retention rates. Finally, measure impact. Track key metrics like donations, engagement, and time saved to demonstrate the ROI of your AI initiatives. Use this data to refine your strategies and improve outcomes over time. These takeaways aren't just theoretical. They're practical steps that any small nonprofit can take to harness the power of AI. In our final slide, we'll close with a summary of today's presentation and a thank you to all of you for joining us. As we come to the end of today's presentation, I want to take a moment to thank you for joining us. We've covered a lot of ground over the past hour, exploring how AI can transform small nonprofits like HopeWorks Community Initiative. From donor engagement and administrative automation to outreach expansion, we've seen how AI can help nonprofits do more with less, improving efficiency, expanding reach, and securing more funding. Here's a quick recap of what we've learned. AI isn't just for large organizations. It's affordable, scalable, and accessible for small nonprofits too. By automating repetitive tasks, nonprofits can save time, reduce errors, and focus on strategic initiatives. AI can help personalize engagement, leading to stronger relationships with donors, volunteers, and beneficiaries. Measuring impact is key. Tracking metrics like donations, engagement, and time saved can demonstrate the ROI of AI initiatives. So, what's next for your nonprofit? Start by identifying one or two areas where AI could make the biggest impact, whether it's donor outreach, grant reporting, or social media management. Research AI tools that fit your budget and needs. Many tools offer nonprofit discounts or free tiers, so there's no need to break the bank. Start small and scale up as you see results. AI implementation doesn't have to happen overnight. It's a journey, not a sprint. Finally, we want to hear from you. Your feedback and questions are invaluable as we continue to explore how AI can support nonprofits. Let us know how you plan to use AI in your organization, or share any challenges you're facing. Together, we can harness the power of AI to create a brighter future for the communities we serve. Once again, thank you for your time and attention. I'm Inga Alberta, and it's been a pleasure guiding you through today's presentation. Here's to making a difference, one AI solution at a time.